sneaking under the radar here.
So our focus group about campus events, so I've already given you guys a rundown, but remember, campus events are anything Thomas sponsors, so doesn't necessarily have to be on campus. Can be off as well.
Wait, Riley, shouldn't you be recording their expressions?
I thought you were going to do that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I can do that.
Okay, so am I just like taking notes on what they said?
Yeah.
Okay.
Only one man.
So again, this is your
Pretty camera
full time
there,
here at
there.
Thomas College. I know it's easier to remember like the past 2 years, but we've been here a while. So, first off, we're just gonna ask you, do you live on campus? What are some activities you're involved in right now? Sports or clubs? So,
I'm part of the men's soccer team, and that's all I do right now.
alright.
Part of the men's cross country team and baseball team.
Part of the men's cross country team. That's it.
I know athlete. I intramural athlete. I do that. And CJ Club. I athlete much.
I'm in Club Green Thomas, I'm in the Education Club, CAB, and I'm an RA, but I don't know if that counts.
Yep.
Okay.
I live on campus. That was another question.
Say the only one that doesn't.
Wait,
live
what'd
on
you say?
campus is-
That's all I said. I live on
Oh.
campus. I'm a peer mentor and I work with Athletic Work Study, so I go to all the home athletic events.
Alright. So now I want you guys to talk to me about some of the positive and negative experiences you've had at campus events. We'll start off over here again.
Well, I really enjoyed earlier in the beginning. I had, like my first year, we had this comedian from SNL. What's his name again?
Colin Jost?
Yeah, Colin Jost, something like that. That was hilarious. And then my second year, we had Guy Code, Girl Code from MTV. And I feel like from there it went kind of downhill with comedians and stuff. But I do like to go to athletic events as well. Free movie night. I go to as much as I can while being a commuter.
I don't know when I can start.
Yeah.
Alright, well, I like going to some of the athletic events that are on campus whenever I'm not loaded with homework. I like going to free movie night, and I think the probably thing that I liked the most was the guy code and girl code game. That was probably the best.
What made that the best for you, just out of curiosity?
I think those like when the girl and the guy they came, those two were probably the funniest people we had on campus.
Yeah.
And then, but me personally, what I liked the most was Lady Tag.
Is it actually a good one? Did you go this weekend?
Yeah, it was hype. Don't put those hype on when you write it down.
Say it was hype.
In caps.
Exclamation mark.
Alright, cool.
I love going to like the sports. There we go. That's the word.
There you go.
But I feel like there could be more done to boost school spirit for sports, like any of the home games. I love like going like free movie night, free skate night is a fun one to go to. Not really any bad experiences with any of those.
Yes.
What?
Alright, Ricky? Sports.
So pretty much everything what they mentioned, like laser tag, I'll add on Winter Carnival to it. It's really cool when you're on campus, especially because like the last 2 years lived on campus and I went to basically everything. Anything that was going on, I was like, yeah, I'm bored, I'm gonna go. But now that like I live off campus, I rarely go to anything. So yeah.
Are there any big events that you come back to campus for just
I
because?
mean, yeah, I come back for intramurals and stuff on my days off, but it's just kind of like you see it and it's like, oh, that'd be cool, but do I really want to drive over there to go to the comedian? I know it's probably gonna be okay. Like if I was on campus, I would go just because there's nothing better to do,
Yeah.
and it's a 2-second walk. But to get in the car and drive and spend gas money, it's like,
Yeah. How far away do you live?
I just live in Winslow,
Okay.
10 minutes away, so it's like, nah.
Alright, Xander?
I like free movie nights and bingo nights.
Bingo.
It's like really surprising nobody does that.
Yeah, I forgot about bingo.
Love bingo nights. Pretty much, I mean, those are always great because they're fun prizes and stuff, but I think the only negative experience would be like the pre-release movies and stuff like that just don't, like sometimes things will start late, and that like throws people off, but I think that's not that bad.
Have you ever won at bingo?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
What'd you win?
I won tennis rackets one time. I won a lot freshman year. I don't remember what it was.
You've won more than once?
Yeah.
That's
I practice
rare.
a lot.
I won't.
That's really first. She won
Hold
that.
on, I have a
Yeah,
fun
Reed
story.
literally won every time.
One time there was bingo and there was like 14, or no, 11 people that showed up because it was during a snowstorm. And Olivia didn't win. So I make fun of her all the time. And then I won cupcakes and took them to the gym.
I would agree the free movie nights as well, and then with CAB with the comedians as well. Even if they're not like as good of a comedian, it's still something to go to, and everybody's sense of humor is a little different. So it's really subjective.
So, the next question, we're not gonna go in a circle, you guys can kind of just talk. How do you guys feel about the advertising of events? Do they provide enough information? Do you actually see them? 'Cause I know there's sometimes where it's like the night of, and they're like, hey, here's an event, guys, come and join. So how do you guys feel about those?
I feel like athletics this year at least they put that big sign in the entrance of the, so that's a good. They didn't have anything like that last year or any other years that I've been here. And usually we get an email from Hannah Gladstone what's going on the week of, but it's kind of hard to read all that because it's so small and not everyone has time to read their emails about that stuff.
I feel like they do a lot. I mean, they have cycling the ads like during the dining hall, but I mean, there's only 2 in the entire dining hall, and I mean, depending where you're sitting, you can't really read them.
Yeah.
Like when you're sitting in one of the big blue booths and TV's 30 feet over there,
Yeah.
you're not really gonna be inclined to check out what's actually going on during the week.
To add on to that, wish they'd like update it more because right now they have events that have gone by like last week that
Yeah.
are still like showing up on there.
Yeah.
Like, so.
Yeah, so pretty general consensus of, do you think they need to do it more, or do you think they're at a good place?
I feel like they could do a little bit more. They have the right concept, I think, but it's just like Scott said, they need to keep up with the week that it's currently on instead of last week's events, and make sure like I don't know, try to get it out there more.
Yeah, I mean, you don't wanna see more Pirates of the Caribbean.
No more rum, please.
Alright. I'm gonna skip over 3, that's redundant. You guys have any recommendations to improve in them, improve events? So, we're gonna see that. Again, this is just a free-for-all, I'm not gonna go around. I mean, it sounds like there's a lot of room for improvement in some of them, some not so much, so what are your thoughts?
I would just say like asking, well, as far as comedians go, maybe like watching clips of them just to kind of see if they're actually funny, because I know last year there was like a lot of, like a string of just really bad comedians apparently. And then just as far as like I know that the summer concert that goes on, like just getting feedback from people to make sure that like they have interest in it and
Yeah.
like a very solid interest in like big things like that, so they don't just host a huge event that just doesn't.
I mean, as far as events, I personally think it's great when they allow you to vote on stuff. I know they allowed us to vote our freshman year on comedians who could come in. I thought that was a really good idea because the campus was so sick of seeing Bob Marley. But do you think something like that would be worthwhile to have people vote on events?
Yeah, I think that would work really well. Because it would give more so the majority of Thomas to be more involved and more interested in what's actually going on.
Like who wants to see who has most votes, obviously they'll bring that person in.
Yeah, I think especially with comedians, that would be a good thing because, like you said, I went to one 2 years ago and I still haven't gone back because I just like.
They have good ones this year though.
Do they?
They're doing much better this year.
Okay, I'll have to check them out.
Yeah.
Alright. So, our next questions are, do you guys have any recommendations on what the campus should host for events? Certain types or specifics you guys can kind of go out at again, answer if you want to.
Well, okay, I remember we always drive through Colby, and I remember one time we drove through Colby and had a football game. And I know we don't have football, but they're having a tailgating event. And, like...
That's what I'm talking about.
And, like, I was just like, you know, it'd be cool if we, like, everyone that's, like, 21 and up can just, like, meet up in one area and then just have a couple drinks and then go see the soccer team, go see lacrosse, or just an event. I mean, I feel like that would be pretty cool.
Yeah.
But
It would be a good way to boost school spirit too. As Thomas, as much as everyone loves Thomas, it's not a lot of people are very school spirited at soccer games or basketball.
Yeah.
They're a very quiet section.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea. Tailgating.
Pep rallies in general would be really cool.
Yeah.
Or like getting a pep squad together, to, like at basketball games, to like hold up signs like this is when you cheer. Like let's do this, guys.
Yeah.
It's like, come on.
Yeah, dance team. There you go.
I feel like the school kind of tried to do it last year when they
The
the doghouse
Yeah.
and
Oh,
we
yeah.
had the Terrier Pride T-shirts. I haven't seen any of it this year though. Like for instance, I can just speak for soccer games, but everyone's still hanging on the fence around instead of standing on the student bleacher. So I don't know if that's something they have to sort it out or.
Yeah. Have you guys been on any of the Alpine trips, like the Sugarloaf or paintballing?
I went paintballing 2 years ago.
How was that?
It was fun until I got shot.
Until you actually played.
Yeah. I went to the whitewater rafting trip 2 years ago as well, and that was a lot of fun. Magic Falls, that was a lot of fun.
Yeah. Are there any like recommendations for those? Because I know those that just like opens up a bigger area because yeah you pay for it but you get an
But
awesome.
you get like they give you like steak after the end, like they feed you after.
That's awesome.
Like as soon as you're done, like they give you food, and then you ride back and fall asleep. That's awesome.
That's great. Yeah, because I know the skiing one is great. It also gets you a lift ticket for $20 when they're normally $90. So those are awesome events the campus has. And if like these extreme events, like if there were any that you guys have seen other colleges do that you'd want to hear.
I think with the Alphon, like I think an overnight camping trip would be really cool up in like Acadia or like the White Mountains to like get out of state kind of thing. Would just be a lot of fun to like grab a group of people.
especially like during like this time of year with all the leaves changing, going to Acadia and spending the night. Like,
Beautiful, yeah.
that'd be an awesome trip, especially for out of state. So, what makes the events that you attend enjoyable? Whether it's the actual event or people or anything else.
Could be the steak.
Could be the food.
I think that basketball games is fun to go to because it's people usually enjoy going watching the basketball games. It's kind of like a hype around it, and well, the more hype it is, the more people want to go to it. Whether it's a basketball game, it's a gold trip, or whatever it is, the more hype it is, the more people are getting like interested in it.
I mean, I have to agree with Joakim. It's a lot to do with the people, I guess. Like, I mentioned like free skate. Like, I've never had a bad experience there because the people that went, the people that put it on.
Because you see me fall down like majority of the time.
I wasn't gonna mention that, but now it's on camera. Yeah, but the people,
It's not here.
the people that put it on, they do a great job like hosting it, and obviously the people that go and skate are just fun to be with and skate with.
Like, I know I can't skate at all. Like, I can go forward and just float away and that's it. But other than that, just people make it fun.
Yeah. Do you
And
use the chair when you skate?
no.
No crates.
I used a railing.
Alright. So more of the people rather than the event. Alright.
I mean, like the event obviously, like, but if the people involved in it are having fun, then like it's gonna be more fun for you, even if the whole thing like stinks.
I would say the event draws you there, but the people keep you there.
Mm-hmm.
Like that.
Quote.
Scott Boys.
2016.
So, I know we talked a little bit about Colby, but have you guys attended events at other schools? And if you have, what were your experiences like? What did you like?
I went to a Syracuse basketball game. That was crazy.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You tailgate before?
No. No, not before. But it was just, but they did have like an area where they could tailgate.
Like
And-
school sponsored or just like students?
I think it was just the students just gathered up and they were just over there. They were just over there having fun.
Nice. What was the atmosphere like? Was it wild?
It's hype.
Oh,
It's high.
it was crazy.
The word of the day.
Hype.
I went to a slam poetry night at SNU, which was really cool. Like it was in a little lounge area, so I mean like either the summer room or like even the dog pound kind of thing. And they had like snacks for the students and just like hung out, and the slam poet came and just did her stuff and then talked. Really cool.
That's awesome.
I went to Unity and they had archery tag. That was pretty cool.
Archery tag?
Yeah, it's like a styrofoam arrow. Like the end of it's styrofoam. You actually use like a bow and arrow and you shoot it at people. And they're hiding like paintball and they have masks on and everything. That was pretty cool.
Awesome.
Can we do that?
Sweet. That sounds like a really.
They had it just in their gym. So
Sounds awesome.
yeah.
I know. I went to Stone Hill last year and I saw T-Pain and Waka Flocka. That event, it was like I couldn't imagine something like that going on at Thomas College. Like, I know the basketball game, but
Yeah.
it was rowdy.
They put out the they had the vote last year, didn't they? On the what band they wanted to come or artist, and we ended up with somebody who I don't know how many people voted for.
Yeah.
He had the majority.
But-
He had the
Did
majority.
he actually have
Yeah.
the majority?
The Ready Set had the majority.
I don't even know. I never even heard of it.
Over.
There were some that we weren't able to afford like
Oh, okay.
after.
That
So
makes
yeah.
sense. Okay.
But like when all said and done, he was the one we could afford that had the majority.
Oh, okay.
Or
That
so
makes
I've
sense.
heard.
That makes no sense.
Right.
In your opinions, what are the most popular events on campuses? What does everyone go to?
Soccer game. Definitely.
Bingo.
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 Soccer game. Bingo.
Moving on.
What?
Yeah, movie night. you talking about sporting events?
Intramurals.
Just any
Oh, yeah,
campus events.
intramurals.
Intramurals, yeah, that's.
Oh, intramural basketball. That's.
Intramural soccer.
That's intense.
Yeah, like
Volleyball.
I don't play in that. It gets too like serious in that.
Intramural ping pong.
A lot of people went on the Kennedy Lake Park trip my first 2 years.
Winter Carnival is also a big thing. I remember that's always huge coming back from after winter break.
Yeah.
Everyone's always there.
You ever win anything?
No.
Hey, it's usually.
I won.
You wanna what?
I won something. I think it was a coffin mug.
Said I want a bong.
With Tom's logo on it.
Well,
tobacco.
the little terriers like.
Please be smart.
Question 1.
For tobacco use only.
Yeah, so you guys could be sitting in on a Hillary Trump discussion. That's what someone in our class is doing. So, let's get campus events instead.
Oh, Jesus, I really that brutal.
So, do you think some events work better in different seasons? Like, I know obviously stuff you do outside is gonna work better in fall or spring, but like other events, do you feel like they work better, like free movie nights in the winter?
And stuff in the auditorium probably works better in the winter just because people don't want to go anywhere.
Yeah.
So they're like, we'll walk across campus, but to drive somewhere or to go on a road trip, like somewhere that's not gonna happen.
Yeah, exactly.
And like likewise during the summer, like the next days, they don't wanna be stuck in an auditorium at night, they wanna be out.
I
Absolutely.
think most things work better just at the beginning of the year, just because it's new again. So especially with the whole incoming class, like if there's a comedian, even if you have no clue who it is, it's like the auditorium's half full just because of all the freshmen. And all
Yeah.
the people who are like, hey, we're back on campus, why not go see this thing?
Zero back.
No.
This is the first page of 4.
We're good.
First out of 4.
Yeah, we got this many more questions.
Oh, hell Jesus.
Are there specific times that events work better for you guys that you enjoy going to more than others? I know some people on the ski trip don't want to get up at 6 a.m. to go.
Well, I've never been on a ski trip. I've always wanted to.
This year, Jordan.
No, I can't because I've always had practice or a game.
On Sunday?
No, I had to work the clinics because it's mandatory for us to work the clinics.
You're sick.
Oh, he's not gonna believe that.
I feel like during the week, like anything between like 2 p.m. and 7 p.m. is just awful. Because like everybody goes back to their rooms and does homework or
What did you
eats
say?
dinner and stuff like that. Like anything at that time is just awful. So like things late at night, like comedians at 9 o'clock at night, like work pretty well. People will go to that. Or like if you have things like during the school while people are going to class, if you have some type of program going on, like the hot air balloon, which never really happened.
Oh yeah.
I know what happened. It was like advertised way in advance, then would get canceled. Advertised way in advance and get canceled. And then when it actually popped up, I found out it was there because I looked outside and it was there.
It was advertised 2.5 years before it happened.
Yeah, like, I guess
Calm
that's
down.
Right, they didn't lie, but
They had it when we were practicing for baseball. We we weren't paying attention to what was going on. We were looking at the hot air balloon the whole time. So you see the batter just like look up in the picture, like just everyone was just looking up. And King's like, "What are you guys doing?" We're like, "The hot air balloon." And he turns around and he's like, "Well, shit." Like, but yeah.
I have another question.
What?
I'm gonna add one more question.
Okay.
So, how do you guys feel about the little filler events between classes as far as cotton candy, like the truck that came, I guess?
Those are nice.
How do you feel about those, and what do you like to go to for those? Any
Food.
certain ones?
Food's good.
Jelly ones.
that was cool.
Remember those like free
Oh,
donuts
that
one
was
time?
great.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
There's like
Just snag a PB&J on the way through.
Do you guys remember the pixie sticks?
oh my god.
Those were the best. I got like 5. Like come back and be like, oh, I'm in for another.
I remember they gave me a box of donuts because no one else was getting them. I was like, okay. I took it back to my room. I think that was like sophomore year I did that in Richie and I. ate donuts. Are you writing that down? Don't do that.
I have right.
Oh.
Germans
And
and
we have it on
Taiwanese.
Twitter as well, so
Mhm.
it's kind of
We're just gonna cut everything that you said. We'll send you a video.
cut it together,
Oh my
like you're saying something
shenanigans.
else.
We're actually gonna put this on Facebook.
Yeah. It's going on Thomas YouTube.
Shout out, Mom.
Thomas website.
This is Facebook Live right now.
This is how we advertise to students.
TC Focus Group Live.
All right.
Coming from study room AL 145.
So thank you guys so much for helping us out.